It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a new teaser that they released for Season 6B of Fear the Walking Dead. There's actually a few very interesting little subtle details in this teaser that I do want to cover. Most of it is things we've already seen on the main trailer that they released, so I'm not going to spend too much time on those, but there's a few new shots in this teaser that I do want to cover, and also a little bit more dialogue in this teaser that wasn't on the main trailer. So we're gonna cover all of that, so stay tuned. We'll be right back to break it all down. Alright, as always, before we get into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoyed the content by the end, make sure to subscribe to join our community, share and smash the like button, and don't forget to press the bell to be notified when we upload. Speaking of subscribing, this Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we're gonna have a giveaway live stream Q&A. So if you're interested to participate in our giveaway promotion, make sure to join us Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And in order to be able to participate, you need to be a subscriber and you need to have your subscription be public so that I can see that you are a subscriber. Now I'm going to explain the rules during the Friday night Q&A that we're going to have, but what are you going to win if you participate? Basically what you could end up winning is this right here. If you have FIFA 21 on PS4, you can actually win the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team code, and on the screen you can see some of the perks you can get with this promotion. So included in this bundle is one rare gold player pack and 3 icon loan items for 5 games. And like I mentioned, obviously you have to have a PS4 and you have to have a FIFA 21. This is not a giveaway of the actual digital game. It's just a giveaway for the Ultimate Team. So you have to have FIFA 21 first, or if you don't have it, you have to be able to get it to play it. So if you're interested to participate in this promotion and this giveaway, make sure to subscribe and make sure to have your subscription be public so that I can see that you are a subscriber. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say at the beginning of this video. So with that said, let's dive right into this breakdown. The first shot we have in this teaser is something that was on the main trailer. We have Alicia lighting up a match and then she's burning something. Now if you pay attention, it looks like she may be surrounded by walkers. Then we have this shot of Morgan, Dakota on the left, and John on the right. John is digging a grave, but in the voiceover we have dialogue from a new character, might be the new villain of Fear the Walking Dead. We're gonna see him at the end, but most of the dialogue from this teaser are actually his conversation with Alicia. But he says death, and then we see John pouring the dirt on the grave, and then we have Morgan here trying to get inside a car, and then in the voiceover we have the new character saying destruction, and then he says decay, and that's where we see a walker. I do like the fact that the dialogue is matching with the images that they're showing, so that's pretty interesting. And then we have this shot of a reflection of some of the characters on horseback in some sort of a puddle, and this is, I think, related. So we see Danny Salazar in the background on a horse, and also Strand and some other character in the background. Now what's very interesting is the fact that Danny and Strand are together, because last time we saw them they were on different teams. Strand was still working for Ginny and he was on her side, and Danny was with the other group, with Morgan and the others. So it's interesting that they're together. But in the voiceover we have the new character saying what is happening to the world isn't new, and then another shot which is a continuation of the previous shot that we looked at, and then this shot of John walking into a gas station, and then this shot of John looking at an obstruction or a roadblock with a herd right on the other side of it. And then in the voiceover we have the new character saying the world has been breaking down since its inception. Most of the dialogue from this guy are pretty face value. There's nothing really to break down. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to talk too much about it to keep this video as short as possible. And then we have this shot of Morgan, and there's a bullet hole on the windshield. So that's interesting. This could be related to the earlier shot of Morgan getting into a car. So he could have been ambushed or something along those lines. And then we have this shot of Alicia. Obviously this is inside the safe zone, I'm gonna call it. And then this shot of Dwight. We have this shot of June. And then this shot of Luciana with a couple guards behind her. Obviously, this is from the lineup scene that we're gonna see on Fear the Walking Dead, similar to the lineup scene that we saw at the end of season 6 of The Walking Dead's original show itself. So they could be, I don't want to say ripping off, but they could be doing something very similar. But we're gonna see more images or shots from this scene, which we're gonna cover. But in the voiceover, the new character says everything is winding down, even us. And then we have this pretty interesting shot of Morgan and John. They're in some sort of a shoving match. They're pushing each other, they're at each other's throats, it seems. John screams no, and then Morgan says, "Get off of me," and it seems like they're ready to have a fight. So that's interesting. John says it's not your choice to make. So does Morgan want to do something John and others may disagree with, but Morgan is gonna go ahead and do it anyway? Maybe. I mean, he did say he's gonna do something like that earlier in the season. So is he back to that idea? Could be. But it's very interesting that we're seeing this kind of conflict between the two of them. Now, there's another shot later on in this teaser that may be related, which is very interesting. The next shot we have is this shot of Dwight and Al on top of a roof. This could be on top of the dam area that's outside of the safe zone that they found. And then in the voiceover, the new character says death is inevitable. Then we have this shot from the lineup. We have someone who we're gonna actually see is none other than Ginny pointing a gun to Danny Salazar's head. And Danny Salazar has a huge gash on his head. So that's interesting. Something else is gonna come up that may be related, but this is obviously from the lineup scene that we looked at. Right here, we have Ginny pointing the gun at Danny Salazar. Then we have this shot of a herd walking along some sort of a bridge or some sort of a highway. And then this shot of John shooting someone. Now, this is what I was talking about. This could be related to the shot of Morgan and John fighting. I'm not saying John is killing Morgan here, but those two could be from the exact same scene. But in the voiceover, the new character says, "From this death comes new life." And then we have a walker tied to a tree with vines around the walker. So that's a pretty cool shot that matches with the dialogue that's on there. And then another shot of the lineup, Luciana here, nothing much to say. And then this shot, which is from the lineup as well. So we have Gracie, Sarah, Luciana, and Danny Salazar in the lineup. And we have Strand walking in front of them as if he's lining them up. We've talked a lot about this scene in other videos, so I'm not gonna talk more about it, but this is very, very interesting. Then we have this shot of Gracie, and then we have this shot of Morgan and John looking at the herd that we looked at. I think this is the herd that was behind the roadblock that we looked at in the earlier shot. And then we have this shot, which could also be related, but Dakota stuck in a truck with walkers around. And then this shot of someone dragging someone away. And then this shot, which I think is connected, I think same scene. And then this shot of Morgan hitting a walker going down. So those are related. And then we have this shot of an explosion going off behind Ginny. So this is very, very interesting. This might be in the same exact area where the lineup was. And then we have this shot of Al with her sniper rifle on top of the roof, talking to someone on the walkie. And then this shot, which is related. So this is the exact same dam area, which is around the safe zone that they found. We have a group of people on the hill. Not sure if they're friendly or foes, but they're looking at most likely Al, Dwight, and the others on the roof. So is there gonna be some sort of a fight? Maybe. Then we have this shot of Luciana, Al, and Alicia and someone else looking at someone, and they're actually looking at this group of walkers, their hands tied and their lips sealed. That's very interesting. Not sure what this is all about, but this could be connected to the new villain. The person responsible for this could be the new villain that was introduced, who gets called Crazy by Alicia at the end of the teaser. We're gonna get to that, but this explains why that guy would be called the Crazy, because this is the sort of stuff that he does. Then we have this shot of Sherry jumping off of the SWAT truck. And then we have this shot of the group of people that Sherry was with. Nothing much to say about that. And then this shot of John and Morgan killing a bunch of walkers. And then we have this shot of Danny Salazar being taken away. Now, either the people taking him away are with Ginny and her group, or they're with the survivors. So either they're saving Danny or taking him as a prisoner. But this is obviously from the lineup scene. Now, there's a few dead bodies behind, most likely just soldiers or guards, but maybe one of our survivors dies there. I doubt it, but maybe. But it seems like the lineup is definitely gonna be interrupted by some sort of a ambush. Then we have this shot of gunfight, most likely related around the time the lineup happens. And then this shot of Gracie and Charlie inside the safe zone. And then Morgan and Alicia inside the safe zone. And then Alicia in the voiceover says, "So you're the king of the crazies," which goes back to what I mentioned earlier. And this is the new character or villain that I talked about. He says, "You are Alicia. I've been looking for someone like you for a long time." So he doesn't say, "I've been looking for you." He says, "I've been looking for someone like you." So not sure what that's all about, but it's going to be interesting to see what this new character is and what he's doing. But it looks like Alicia might be taken as a prisoner, so that's interesting. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to share and smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to join our community. And don't forget to press the bell to be notified when we upload. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.